What's going on, everybody? I'm actually filming this on the Pentax K3 Mark III with the HD DA Star 1650 f2.8 PLM using an external microphone from Comica. I'll warn you now, this video is nothing to do with photography, nothing to do with videography, nothing to do with that whatsoever. So, this is going to be a controversial video, but just for my own mental health, I need to put this out there. I have, actually, before I begin or continue, if controversy in regards to the state of society and racism and things like that, if that's something that triggers you, then don't watch the video. This is not a video where I'm expecting to get a lot of likes and whatnot or support for what I'm saying. It's just for my own mental health. I've got to put this out there. Now, as for myself, I have my whole life battled racism, unfortunately. It is something that does happen. You can't sweep it under the rug. However, even though I have been attacked by the police, I've been beaten up by the police, I've been incarcerated, abused, all those facets. The only thing I have not had is actually being shot by the police. Everything else, absolutely. Now, I've noticed that since the panic of COVID, there has been a big shift, and with the appointment of Donald Trump originally as President of the United States, I've noticed that over the past few years there has been a very large increase of, closet bigots. I don't always like to use the term racism because that seems to be a very highly triggerable word. But the closet people have come out of the woodwork. For example, the other day, I was out shooting, shooting some photos at a wildlife conservation area, and there's a couple of Caucasian people that were beside me, and they were lobbing peanut after peanut after peanut after peanut at some deer. I glanced over and I was going to let it go if it was just a few peanuts. However, there are signs posted everywhere that you should not do that. So I thought, okay, maybe they just don't know. So usually I don't say anything, but I was like, I'll do my nice deed for the day. I'll let them know, right? Because I care about the wildlife. It's what I take photos of primarily. And, if they're gone, then what, right? So I looked over, I'm like, excuse me, you are aware you're not supposed to feed the mammals, correct? And the gentleman looked at me straight to the face and said, yeah, I know. And then just kept lobbing more peanuts. And I'm like, okay, there's signs posted everywhere that you're not supposed to do that, and you're still doing that. And he looked at me, and it's this term, looks over at me and goes, yeah, well, you're not supposed to bring dogs here either, which they do have signs you're allowed to bring a dog if it's on a leash. So I explained, well, yeah, you can, as long as the dog is on a leash. That's on the sign. He looks and goes, well, maybe you need to go read the sign again, boy. If you're unaware, that term of calling an adult black male boy actually goes back to the days of slave owners. It took all my might not to explode on this person. I let it go. It took every ounce of energy I had to not just unleash on this dude. So, I mean, it went back and forth a little bit. But this goes further than just that outing. I've noticed comments in regards to, Palestinian protesters in Toronto. They would go to this bridge. And I noticed that there was a comment on X that, formerly Twitter, where people were constantly commenting on, okay, sorry, let me go back a bit. Obviously, this whole thing triggers me because I've gone through racism my whole life, and I just can't fathom that we are now in 2024 and this is becoming more common outside than it ever was before, right? As humans, we need to be better than this. But anyway, so the comments that were done, what had apparently happened was a couple of the protesters that were just waving flags over a bridge in Toronto, they got arrested. So people came out of the woodwork and were commenting, yeah, send all the Hamas people back to their country. It wasn't just one comment, it was another one and another one and another one and another one. So I made the comment in response to those people saying, let me get this straight. So in your view, anybody who's Colombian is part of the drug cartel, right? And anyone who's Italian is part of, the mafia, right? Like, come on. You don't even know if the people at the bridge were actually Palestinian. And just because they are Palestinian does not automatically mean that they are part of Hamas. You know, I can't fathom people's lack of understanding in regards to certain things. So, you know, and there's been some comments on my videos, nothing to that extent, but just people's lack of thought process, I guess, when they do place comments. For example, there was a video that I had done, I don't remember which one it was at this point. Camera went in and out of focus. It happens, right? You're using autofocus. I use my phone a lot for video, and sometimes it just goes out of focus, right? And I've already taken the time to to do the video. I've tried to redo it. Same thing happens. I'm just whatever. I'm an open book, completely open book. So flaws and all, it's getting uploaded. That's it, right? Just to give you guys an idea as to what we actually go through. So the comment was, what kind of photographer are you? You're crap. The video's not even in focus. Well, videography and photography are two completely different things, right? So one, I don't even know where your argument's coming from, right? It's these kinds of things. So, I'm just hoping that my subscribers are actually nice people that, treat others with respect, right? Because as a society, we're falling apart, and it's really, really sad. We are absolutely falling apart, and there's absolutely no need for this hatred towards people. There really isn't. It's unfathomable to me. I don't even think I said that right, but yeah, this really does bother me. So I wanted to just get this out there. Let you guys kind of think about responses that you may be doing to people, the way you're acting towards people. Just be a little bit more self-aware. And just try to do the right thing. Just try to be kind. We are all part of the same race, human. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter, whether you're impoverished or you're ultra rich, right? Everybody deserves to be treated fairly. And that's all I'm really saying. And that's all I'm really hoping for. And doing these YouTube videos, it is a lot of work. I got into this never thinking about hiring a team to get a specific videographer who will do the video for me as I talk. I'm doing this all myself. I've got a full-time job. I've got a family to look after. I have, my mother who doesn't even live in the city, right? I visit her. I mean, that all takes time away from being able to do all this. And I am not a videographer. I'm working on it, but at the same time, I can't change the color of my skin, and I don't bother anybody. I am a big people person. So, it's unfortunate that, I had to go through that in regards to this ignorant person who I did mention to them that they are being ignorant, to which his lady friend immediately was like, we're not being ignorant. Like, you clearly do not know what the word ignorant even means then, because I said you're not supposed to feed the mammals, and you said you know that, and you just continue to do it, and then you're going to say you're not being ignorant. But yeah, society has lost their minds. I still do have a slight bit of hope in regards to us being able to climb out of this ridiculous way that the majority of people seem to be behaving. And with the freedom of speech thing, I get it, no problem. Everyone's entitled to whatever they want to say, but in regards to not looking at society as humans, as all part of one race, right? It's like pencil crayons. A pencil crayon's a pencil crayon. It doesn't matter if it's yellow, red, orange, green, blue, purple, black, white. It's a pencil crayon. They're all part of the same thing, right? We are all human. We are all the same race. We just come in different colors and whatnot based on the geographical area where our ancestors actually came from. Like, it's just how it is, but we're all part of the same thing. So treat everybody with some element of respect. Be kind to one another. And nobody's perfect, including us YouTubers. We make mistakes. It happens. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. If you made it to the very end, I really do appreciate it, and I do hope that you allow some of this to sink in and self-reflect, or reflect on maybe even things you didn't realize were part of this whole hidden sector within the populace. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna go, and if you made it to the end, appreciate it with all my heart. I'm out.